All right, here we go. We're going to work our way across the bridge. The milepost marker is gone. I don't know if somebody tore it off. And so the mileage on this one is 147.4. And that's the mileage on the Kinghorn. So for the original lines, that would be 97.7. The bridge itself is about 120 feet long, 40 meters or so. I'll have an exact number for you as we go across, including the height. You can see the date stamp down here, the 1977. This was actually one of the last major structures to be rebuilt on this line. It is a deck plate girder span. Basically there's two sections here. There's a center pillar, and you're going to see that pretty big spacing in between the timbers here. Usually they're a lot closer, so we are gingerly working our way across, because you know that I hate heights. You can see the Wolf River here. Water levels are fairly down. It's been a pretty dry August, September, October. Kind of had a little bit of rain there in September. Kind of all of our September precipitation came in one big sort of storm over a couple of days. So you can see we're fairly high above the river. I'm not sure what the original structure was here. If it was a trestle, I'm sure it was replaced a number of times. Even Luna's gingerly working her way across. Ooh, that one wiggled. I hate that. Yeah, that one wiggled. I hate when they wiggle. Another one that wiggled. Don't like that feeling. Okay, so we've reached the southern side of the bridge. You can see that there is some property here alongside the river. River basically flows south. Lake Superior is just again to our east here. So what we're going to do is some artwork here. We are going to work our way down. We're actually going to reuse some of the footage that we shot back in 2020 when we were here, to basically have a look. The water level was much lower, and basically we could get out into the more out into the river and basically see a lot more of the structure itself. So we'll reuse that footage. Okay, so we're down here. We're on the southeast corner, and so you can see the structure here just in front of us. Basically, it's just a simple, again, metal span, girder span. You can see that there is one sort of pier sticking out there in the middle of the river, and so there's two spans. One sitting on the, both of them are resting on the pier. Again, we saw the date for this bridge, which is 1977. I'm not quite sure what was here originally. You can see that right here in the river, that right beside the pier, you can see that there are some piles there, and so those might have been. There's some actually right down here. Maybe if I pivot this way and try not to fall in the river and kill myself. So you can actually see that there are some of the piles here. So this likely was an original trestle type bridge that was located here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work our way over to the northeast corner and take a look from over there. All right, so we're down here at the level of the Wolf River. You can see the river working its way to the east here, and then it's going to empty into Lake Superior. There is a lot less water in here than there normally is. It's been a fairly dry year, so we can kind of walk around and take a look. And so you can see the structure here just in front of us. You can see at least the southern abutment, and you can see kind of the span a little bit better. And so what we're going to do is we are going to work our way a little bit closer and basically check out the northeast cut, the corner, and take out the center pier, and get a little bit of a look at sort of the underside of the structure. All right, so we're working our way down on the northeast side of the bridge. You can see here the date stamp for this structure, so 1977. And so we'll work our way down on this this little path. We'll get a sense of how large this structure is. So again, you can see there is the one single pier, and again you can see the date stamp on this single pier, and you can see the two spans, the two girder sections of the bridge, and you can see what they've done here. So there's a little concrete pier, and then you can see the concrete pad that was placed on top of here, and you can see the wood reinforcement. You can see the piles from what probably was the original bridge. And then over here you can see must be a favorite drinking spot for people. You can see the piles on the south side of the structure. So let's take a look at and see how high this structure is. So according to my GPS, the top of the bridge was at 607 feet. And so now it's telling me 583 feet. So basically we're looking at about 24 feet, if my math is right there. All right, so essentially this brings us to the end of our exploration for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed our short little journey. This was a little bit shorter section than we normally do, and so we're going to be back just as soon as we can and continue working our way to the south from this bridge, and working our way towards Dorion and beyond.